got the Corsa in, I'm going to put some new brake pads in it because these ones are getting quite thin, fairly worn down. So we'll go through the routine, changing the brake pads, making sure everything's okay. So things we're going to notice, things we're going to look out for is how thick are the discs, are they worn, are they over corroded, are the sliders on the caliper nice and free, are the flexible brake hoses all good, have they got any marks, any damage, any ballooning? Shouldn't have, because this is quite a new car, but we'll check them anyway and have a look. Right, let's get that bonnet up, give the lever a pull. There we go. Lift that bonnet, a little catch there, put the lever in. Now first of all we're going to check the brake fluid, make sure there's room in that reservoir for when we push the pistons back, there's a space there for the fluid to get into. If you look down here underneath the car, that's where we're going to jack. If you've got a trolley jack, you can put it under that jacking point. If not, there's a little notch in the sill. So here we go, let's whiz it up, get it in the air. Jack it up nice and easy. There's little caps on the wheel nuts, we'll pull those off with a pair of pliers, and then we've got the locking wheel nut key there just to get that locking wheel nut off. Get the old faithful Milwaukee nut gun on it, soon whip these off. There we go, 17mm nuts those, get the wheel out of the way. Keep them safe. Drop the wheel over there. There we go. Right, you can see the brake disc. We can see it's got a very slight bit of wear on there, but it's well within minimum thickness. It's got a little bit of corrosion, but we're not going to replace that disc. That's got plenty of life left in it. We'll rotate the wheel round so we can get at this caliper. Now here we go. You can see the brake pad wear. They've gone down quite a bit. Got about what, 3mm left on them there. Obviously, as they get thinner, they get close to that lip wear, which can catch and cause a bit of a grating sound. So let's whiz this. It's a 13mm nut. We only need to take one of them out. We just take the bottom one out, and then we can get the screwdriver in and swing that caliper up. Prise it up, and then it'll just float there. Now that top slide is nice and free. It's lovely, and the bottom one. If they're a bit stiff, you can just push that out. Push it out and grease it, clean it, put it back in again. Those brake pads just pop out nicely on the little slider plates there. Get them out of the way. There you go, like you see they're quite worn then. I'll compare them to the other ones in a minute. Give them a quick clean, just get rid of any debris that's on the slider plates. Top and bottom. They're pretty clean anyway, they're like a stainless steel, they're not a lot sticks to them. So we'll get the grips and we'll push that piston back nice and slowly, just gently prise them back, squeeze it up. I always use the grips, I don't use brake caliper tools and stuff like that. The grips are fine, they work really well, nice and easy. These big grips, they're good for loads of uses. So there we go, that piston's all the way back into the caliper now, and we've got his new brake pads. You can see the difference. Look at the amount of meat on them, look. They've got absolutely loads in comparison. Yeah, you can really see the difference. A little bit of aluminium grease on those touch plates there where they're going to rub, just to give it a little bit of lubrication. And we'll put it in the right way around. And just drop it in. These have got little springs on those plates that it's just give it a little wiggle, push, in she goes. Beautiful. Get ready for the other side. We'll just give that one a little bit of grease as well, just on those little contact points. And here we go, lift that up again and we'll drop that one in as well. So put the top in first to slip it into the clip, and then just the bottom follows. Beautiful. Drop that caliper back down again, and then we can slide that 13mm nut back in again. Whiz that up nice and tight. Not got to go mad, just give it a tug. You can see the brake hoses there, we'll have a look at that, and that all looks nice and clean. There's no bubbling or cracking on that. We'll get that wheel back on. Drop that into place.
if you want to torque them up, 110 Newton meters. I've got my guns set to that, so these Milwaukee guns have got the, you can set the torque on them, they're absolutely fantastic. Pop the caps back on and drop it down. Recheck the level of the fluid just to make sure that it's up to maximum. Job done. Let's get the bonnet down. In with the clip. There we go.
So there we go. Brake pads all changed. Everything's spick and span. Yeah, ready to go again. So if that's been of any use to you, got any comments, drop me a little thumbs up and like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.